Alright, so Eni, because she's going to be leaving me and going to college, and I'm going to be an emotional wreck, and I'm going to cry. But she wants me to publish to the world my recipe for leftover turkey soup, which is actually a recipe from her grandmother, Johnny, her dad's mom. So credit goes to her because she taught me how to do this recipe. But this is a recipe we make every year when we have leftovers for Thanksgiving. So I'm just going to briefly go over how I do it, and you know, you can modify it to your liking, to your taste, however, but I find that a minimal amount of seasoning is best, because what you want to start off is on Thanksgiving Day, you want to save all of your turkey bones. You want to save all, you know, if you have like a turkey leg you want to throw in there, or, I mean, if you have a super huge turkey, save a little bit of the meat. But usually I find that we have some leftover turkey meat as well, because the family doesn't quite like eating all of it, because they kind of get tired of it. Okay, yeah, alright, we're humans, we get tired of eating the same thing every day. But we're going to have like literally 2 weeks worth of turkey soup here, so these kids going to eat some turkey soup every day. I'm playing with you. Okay, so you want to save your bones on Thanksgiving Day. I stick mine in the freezer, save the dripping, save the grease, save everything from the turkey into the freezer. And when it's time to make your soup, you want to come in here and look at this, Eni. You basically want to stick it in with a bunch of water and boil the bones for a good hour, or until the meat like starts falling off the bones. So you can see right over here, I've already dug some of the bones out, like when it's done, after the meat's fallen off the bones. You want to dig as much of the bones out as you can. If you have little kids that are going to be eating this soup, you want to be very, very, very meticulous about getting as much of the bones out. But my babies, they're big kids now. Time just went by so fast. But my babies are big kids now, so I mean, I don't go into depth with the bones, but I do tell them be very, very careful, because there is little tidbits of bones left in it, and they're big enough to watch out for bones when they eat the soup. So I'm grateful for that, because when they were little, it took me hours to dig out all the bones. Oh my gosh. But you know, so that is what it is. What I'm going to do right now, because these turkey bones give the soup so much flavor, I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of seasoning salt in it. Give it a good stir, and if you want to taste it as you go, I make this every year, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Not bragging, but no, I'm just kidding. So anywho's, a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, if you want more, put more. If you want less, put less. But I kind of find that the longer, you know, you have this soup as leftovers, it kind of like gets a little bit more saltier, so I wouldn't overdo it. I have from Dollar Tree this Italian seasoning. It's got oregano. Usually I just put oregano, but I mean, this is mostly oregano, and it has some thyme, basil, and rosemary, and it smells just like oregano. So I'm going to go ahead and use this stuff. Oh, it smells really good. Oof. And then you want to give that a good stir. You don't want to put too much in it, because you know, rosemary is pretty strong. I feel like that'll overpower the taste, but just a little bit. You don't need too much of it. Don't need too much seasoning. So I'm at a point, you know, I've seasoned it. I've dug as many of the bones out as I care to dig out at this point, because that is a long, hard, tedious process. I don't want to spend my whole life digging out bones. So I have here onions and celery, which I've already sliced and diced. I'm just gonna, well, I should mention before I, you know, pour that in there, after you're done boiling the bones, turn it down to medium heat. Because boiling, you can have it all the way on high. Turn it down to medium heat, and then dump all your veggies in there. And you can put, if you want to put whatever kind of veggies you want to put in it. I put peas and corn in it before. Really lately I've just been sticking to the basics, because I'm a cheapskate. So I just put onions, celery, and carrots. I like my carrots like carrot chips. But you could, if you want to use like, you want to get whole carrots and cut them up, or if you want to get like baby carrots, you know, whatever you want to do, and whatever veggies you want to put in. I suppose it would be good. I put in, one day we had leftover collard greens and I put that in there. It was pretty good. It added like a different kick to it. That was pretty darn good. We don't have any, we didn't even have collard greens for Thanksgiving this year. But, so you want to put that in. Give it a little stir. Come here. Give it a stir. And then, like, while you're stirring, you'll feel a little bit more bones if you want to grab those as you go along. I think I got most of the big bones out. But after that, you want to cover it and let it simmer on medium heat until the veggies get soft. Well, not super ultra mega soft, just soft enough that you can bite into. And so after that happens, you can turn the heat all the way down to low, and you can add in egg noodles. Just give it a good old stir, and then let it sit until the noodles are cooked all the way. You turn it down to low heat, just leave it covered, let it sit. And then if you want to add more seasoning or whatever, that's up to you. So we're going to have us some turkey soup to eat forever. But that's good because, you know, right now I'm working. Mr. Randy's in the hospital right now. We're sending him all of our positive vibes. He has the coronas and he got pneumonia, so I'm trying to stay busy. Like yesterday, my whole day revolved around finding a pot. This pot, I just bought it yesterday. It was on, it had a coupon from H-E-B. I bought it yesterday, and I finally found it. And I spent all day. I went to Walmart. I went to Target. Where else did I go? I went to that new store, Ollie's. Ollie's was I don't like that store. It was
the creepy old man.
Yeah, there's a creepy old man plastered everywhere, and yeah, that place is just trash. It's just a bunch of, they're trying to sell trash that nobody else wanted to buy because it was trash, basically. So. But I finally found this one at H-E-B. It was only like $25 after the coupon, and the pan, unfortunately the soup pan I've been using for years and years and years. I used it so much because I also use it for egg rolls too. So I used it so much, it's starting to get a hole in the bottom, and it's starting to leak through and burn my food, and I'm really sad about that. So, but just for Annie, she can look at this video anytime she wants and make some turkey soup whenever she has a family after she turns 30 and finishes school and gets established as an independent woman, and she don't need to rely on no man. She will be able to make this turkey soup. She will have this nice video to refer to, and then she'll be like, oh, I miss my mom. I remember my mom's turkey soup. Unless she lives really, really close to me, which I'm hoping for. She can live really close to me, and then she can just come to my house and bring the grandbabies over, and we can all eat leftover turkey soup. All right, that's it.